Lightning Rod is a massive RMC hybrid located at Dollywood. We've got a height of 206 feet, a drop of 165 feet, a max speed of 73 miles per hour, and a length of 3,800 feet of track. This ride is huge, and the stats don't lie. Dollywood knew what they were doing adding something like this right in the front of the park. A must-hit attraction for that area. It gave a good reason to go through this area. Now, before we go further, I have to clarify. My first visit to Dollywood was in March of this year, so I've only ridden it with the Chainlift, and even with that, this is easily the best in the park. Now, starting off this ride experience, you will walk up to the front entrance, and man, this entrance is so iconic at this point. I was just so excited to see it in person. When you enter the queue, there's a test seat to your right and the queue to your left. The ride is themed to a tricked out hot rod, and they do the queue really well. Nice stuff to look at everywhere. Next, you'll make it into the station, and this station looks great. Great theming everywhere. Not as well themed as something like Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City, but still pretty good. Next, the trains. These trains look great. I love the paint job they've given them. The only problem is the restraints. They don't bother me as much as others, but they can and will tighten throughout the ride. After you board the train, you will also notice these handle things. They're really nice because they allow you to keep the lap bar up somewhat during the ride. Now you dispatch and make a right turn out of the station. You then roll forward into the chain lift. I was expecting this to be extremely loud, but RMC managed to keep it quieter than most other lift hills. The view you get from the lift hill is beautiful. The Smoky Mountains all around you add to the experience. Then you crest the top and dip into a pretty large pre-drop, giving some stomach-dropping feeling near the front, and some floater near the back. Then you go into the first drop, and man, this element did nothing. You had some okay floater in the back, but that didn't really kick until halfway down it. And then you got nothing in the front. We go from dud into the second best point of the ride. Then you pull into a massive wave turn. The back gets a nice floater, but the front gets insane, almost standing floater. It is truly amazing. One of the best airtime moments I've ever experienced. Next, we enter the worst part of the ride, the pull out into the twist and shout. This spot is a really bad pothole, and it's downright painful near the back. The only row I would say this is tolerable in was the front. The front is overall the best row. This spot needs iBox track, and it needs it badly. You then turn into an outer bank twist and shout. You get a great pop of ejector airtime here in the front. In the back, you get good floater. Next, you turn onto an off-axis airtime hill, getting strong ejector pop in all rows. Next, you hop up, giving a good flow ejector throughout the entire train. Then hop down into the quad down. Even though this is slower throughout the quad time than usual, you still fly through it. You get good small pops of ejector through every down, but it isn't really about the airtime on this element. It's the speed that it carries through as you glide down the hillside. It's incredible. Then you have one last hop down, giving great ejector airtime throughout the train. Then gliding through the final turnaround and dropping into the brakes. You slam with so much speed into them. Then you turn into the station. The amount this ride packs into its layout is incredible. It is great. I can't compliment it enough. But with the dud first drop, the extremely painful pothole, I cannot give this a perfect score. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Out of the two RMCs I've ridden, I prefer Outlaw Run at Silver Dollar City. This is still close behind though. Thanks for watching. Bye.